outset, I would like to thank the Excellency, the President of India, for approving my introducing this bill to include two ancient language of Karnataka, that is Kodava and Tulu, in the 8th schedule. Sir, Karnataka is the conglomeration of 6 languages. I am proud for having born in Karnataka, where the state language is Kannada, and the other 2 state languages, it is not state languages, which is spoken there, is Kodava, Tulu and Konkani. It's sort of the real cosmopolitan state, and my problem, I'm very proud of the languages which are spoken in Karnataka and the country as a whole. In Karnataka, the population may not be, because I had to speak for Kodava, there are no members from Kodava either in Lok Sabha or in Raj Sabha or even in the assemblies of Karnataka. So I have to speak for them. The Kodava, the language is spoken in, it is called Kodagu. In English it is called Kurk. It's though they have a full of tribal culture, I would say that they are glorified tribals of this nation. It has given the great sons for this nation like General Timaya, Field Marshal Karyappa. These are all the people who were born and brought up in Kurk. And it's one of the most beautiful places on the earth, sir, especially if you go down south, you will feel the beauty of Kurk wherever you go around Karnataka or Mysore. The Kodava are known as Kodava Takka. Indian Constitution, the government of Karnataka under Article 29 and 30 of the Indian Constitution should encourage both Tulu and Kodava to have their, encourage their languages, because they are having a minority status. Though the great soldiers, Kurk has given a great soldiers to this nation, like Field Marshal Karyappa and General Timaya. I can name some of them who have been in the army and the forces. At the same time, MP Ganesh, under his captainship, we have won the hockey Olympic way back in 1972. And we have great athletes also there. They are very good at hockey and athlete. But unfortunately, the population is only 2 lakhs. But their contribution to this country in terms of service in the forces and in terms of the cash crops, there's a huge contribution is there, especially the cash crops like coffee, cardamom and orange. These are all the things, and even the ginger. It's grown rampantly in these areas, but unfortunately it is 70 years now. They have, their language is not being recognized, nor has been included in the 8th schedule. I had to speak for them because none of Kurgis or Kodava represent this house, sir. Sir, the Kurk, though the smallest state, their contribution in the sports, sir, it was earlier Part C state. It had its own chief minister. Punacha was the chief minister of Kurk, and later he was a railway minister, then the governor of Odisha. I don't know why these Tulu and Kodava languages were not included. Sir, if I go through the statistics, the more smaller languages, in the sense the languages which is spoken lesser in this country, they have been included in the 8th schedule, but not the Kurgis and Tuluvas. That's where I am requesting the minister to include Tulu and Kodava in the 8th schedule. Sir, the people of this region feel that there is a huge discrimination against these people. And in the tribal area of Karnataka, that is Kurk, they speak Kodava, so there is a huge discrimination against these languages. Sir, if you go back to, but as far as the Kurk is concerned, since because Oscar ji also speaks Tulu and Konkani, so we have a couple of members in this house, but there are no Kurgis, so I'll read out the details of the Kurgi language, and as far as the Tulu language is concerned, I will lay it on the paper of the House. Sir, Coorg or the Kodagu, a full-fledged sea-type state until its merger with the then state of Mysore and now Karnataka in the year 1956. Following the reorganization of the states, Kodagu has developed a language existent from time immemorial, which is definitely rich and ancient besides being a living language of the Kodava race. A great many authors have flourished using Kodava Takka as their main language of communication. Sir, Kodavas are successfully maintained, protected and enriched Kodava Takka from ancient times until 1956. After the merger of Kodagu with erstwhile Mysore, the significance and importance of Kodava Takka is clearly neglected. The inclusion of Kodava language in the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution would certainly protect Kodava race and its culture, which is undeniably one of the ancient culture of the nation.
मान्यवर उपसभापति जी, आदरणीय बीके हरिप्रसाद जी ने कोडवा और तुलु ये दो भाषाओं को भारत के संविधान के 8वें अनुच्छेद में रखने के लिए जो विशेष विनती की है उसका मैं स्वागत करता हूं। जैसा कोडवा लैंग्वेज है, ये इतनी सुंदर ताकतवर समुदाय है, आज भारत की सुरक्षा में इनका सबसे बड़ा रोल है। सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से, देश की अखंडता की दृष्टि से, उसके लिए अपनी जान और प्राण देने की दृष्टि से इनकी बहुत बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण रोल है। इतना ही नहीं, ये इतने स्वाभिमानी और इतने हिम्मत वाले थे कि जब देश आजादी मिला तो उस समय हमारे नेता ये चाहते थे कि कुछ साल के लिए ब्रिटिश के लोग ही हमारे आर्मी के चीफ रहे। ऐसे समय उत्तर भारत का एक आर्मी का अधिकारी ने कहा कि हमारे यहाँ एक जनरल करियप्पा ऐसा आदमी है जो इस देश को नेतृत्व दे सकता है, हमें दूसरों को रखने की जरूरत नहीं। जब हम इंग्लिश के इतने पागल हो गए हैं, क्या हम अपने बचे हुए भारत के इन 16 भाषाओं को उसके अंदर नहीं जोड़ सकते हैं? जिसमें कोडवू है, जिसमें तुलु है, तो इन सब भाषाओं को लेकर एक समग्र विचार कर इनको अपनी विशेष स्थान दे दें, 8वीं शेड्यूल में जोड़ दें। अगर ये 22 का 40 होगा, मैं ये जरूर आपको विश्वास दे सकता हूँ, ये भाषाएं भारत की अखंडता के लिए, भारत की संस्कृति बनाए रखने के लिए, भारत की विशेषता बनाने के लिए ये महत्वपूर्ण रोल कर सकते हैं।